Heat checker.
Cunningham.
Get her the ball. Get her the ball. One more time. Cross. A logo again.
Oh, no.
She's back.
Oh my God!
Dynamic
This isn't real.
player in the game.
What?
9 points in 38 seconds for
No.
Caitlin. She hit all 3 threes. And not only 9,
What's
it's 30,
going
but look
on?
at the depth
I
on
don't know.
these field goal
literally-
attempts. She's certainly feeling
Oh
it.
my God.
Left side.
I'm
Right
speechless.
side.
No.
Now come back to your favorite spot
Oh.
again. It doesn't
Oh.
matter if there's a hand.
What
in
am
her
I
face.
watching?
The title holders hadn't lost a single match. Their winning formula remained a mystery to everyone. New York Liberty seemed impossible to beat, crushing opponents effortlessly. Everything changed when Caitlin Clark returned from her injury on June 14th. What followed wasn't simply a victory. It was total domination that shattered 8 records in a single evening. Liberty's flawless season ended. Their self-assurance was destroyed. But the real surprise came next. The Fever transformed this performance into a winning strategy for championship play. If Caitlin's comeback has you excited, drop CC record breaker in the comments below. Here we go.
Caitlin pulls left wing, the right wing, 30-plus feet. Logo crosses over. Watch it. Oh my goodness! She is back.
Back in the lineup, I'm ready to go.
I think you're just excited more than anything. It gets kind of difficult when you prepare for a game. Obviously, when I'm on the bench, still knowing the scout, knowing everything that the other team's going to do, and still trying to mentally prepare and go through everything like I'm going to play, even though I knew I wasn't going to play. So, doing that, but also knowing I was going to be able to be active today, I think gives you a little extra juice. So I'm certainly excited just to get back out there, get playing, and really good opportunity for us at home here, coming off of a loss. So it's a big game.
Caitlin moves from right side to left, over 30 feet out. Logo movement. She fires. Unbelievable. She's returned. Rejoining the roster. I'm thrilled more than anything else. It becomes challenging when you're preparing for a match. Obviously, sitting on the sidelines while still learning the game plan, understanding everything our opponents will execute, and mentally preparing like I'll be playing, despite knowing I wouldn't actually play. So experiencing that, but also understanding I'd be active today, gives you extra energy. I'm definitely thrilled just to return to action, start playing again. And this is a really great opportunity for us at home, especially after losing our last game. This matters a lot.
You played the Liberty. There was obviously a frustrating ending. What lessons can you take from that experience, and how can that be applied to this, even though I know obviously Liberty look a little different with 2 starters out?
Yeah, I think certainly you take time and score situations, different versions of handling runs, offensively, defensively. Margin for error is small against a team like New York, and every play matters. Every time we send them to the free throw line matters. Every rebound matters. We can't afford to have empty possessions on the offensive end of the floor. You've got to play your A game.
Imagine this. The title-winning team crushing every opponent like they're facing amateurs. New York Liberty entered June with an immaculate 9 wins and no defeats. They stood alone as the WNBA's only unbeaten squad. Each match sent a message. Every win made them appear more invincible. Liberty wasn't merely winning matches. They were crushing teams with overwhelming defense that remained unbeatable. Opponents entered the stadium believing they had possibilities. 2 hours afterward, they'd exit looking puzzled and defeated. Liberty's defense resembled an impenetrable barrier, growing stronger each match.
I think we continue to learn lessons from the first time we played them and from our last game against Atlanta. Every single day that we move forward. I think they're a different team. Certainly, we're going to be a different team having C and Sophie back on the floor. We're going to tip the ball up and go out, and we're going to give it everything that we have.
Every opponent facing them arrived confidently and departed completely discouraged. Coaching staff invested countless hours planning strategies. Athletes watched game footage endlessly. None of it mattered. Liberty had solutions for every situation. Their offensive plays were precise, their defensive pressure was constant, and their self-belief was sky-high. Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquil Jones, and Brianna Stewart played basketball at heights that made fellow All-Stars appear average. These three weren't simply performing well. They were dominating so thoroughly it raised questions about anyone competing against them. Stewart scored from every position. Ionescu made incredible shots and delivered passes that seemed impossible. Jones controlled the paint and made opposing centers look inexperienced.
Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA. The defending champion and unbeaten New York Liberty coming to town for the second time this year as we get ready for this game. And yes, she is back. Caitlin Clark will indeed be playing today. Missed the last 5 games with a strained quad, taking on the Liberty off to their best start ever. Sabrina Ionescu and company in this big Commissioner's Cup game as well. And as usual, all the seats are filled here.
The statistics reveal everything. They were winning by huge margins and making elite players look basic. Their winning spreads weren't just noteworthy, they were frightening. Highly ranked teams would arrive and lose by 20 points. Even top WNBA athletes appeared outmatched when playing New York. Basketball experts began questioning whether any team could challenge them this year. Television programs discussed how extended the winning run might continue. Journalists were preparing their stories. People weren't asking who might defeat them. They were asking if anyone stood any chance whatsoever.
Now, we have an opportunity in front of us right now. I feel like this is like we're starting a new season. You guys, I'm so proud of how resilient we've been up until this point. We're going to continue to have to be. But right now, we have an opportunity to continue to take a step forward. Okay, this can be a springboard for us, right? We're marrying energy and effort with execution. Every single possession matters. Hit singles. Hit singles. Make the easy play. All right? Make one another better. Okay? It's our time. It's our time. Let's go. Here we go. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Then Indiana got their opportunity, but something extraordinary needed to occur. The Fever were dealing with injuries and roster adjustments. They hadn't shown championship potential yet. Most expected another Liberty blowout, but there was one element New York never anticipated: Caitlin Clark's comeback.
And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from 2 players with incredible ball from Cunningham. Clark, another long 3. She's back!
Let's discuss the sequence that transformed everything. 38 seconds that changed WNBA history forever. Clark entered the court at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and instantly the atmosphere shifted. She wasn't merely recovered from her quad problem. She was prepared to deliver a performance that would resonate throughout the entire league.
Bound Fever, Cunningham got knocked to the floor. Caitlin pulls left wing, buries it. She is back. 24-18, Fever down. Caitlin now from the right wing, 30-plus feet. Good again. No one else but Caitlin Clark. Sedatis handoff. Caitlin from the logo, crosses over, launch it. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding?
The most dynamic player in the game. 9 points in 38 seconds for Caitlin. She hit all 3 threes. And not only 9 and 30, but look at the depth on these field goal attempts. She's certainly feeling it.
Liberty's defense prepared for her arrival. They'd analyzed every pattern, every habit. They anticipated Clark coming out aggressively. They'd reviewed footage of her shooting from crazy ranges. They believed they understood what she could accomplish. They were completely wrong. Then Clark executed something nobody anticipated. 3 straight three-pointers from ranges that left defenders powerless. The opening shot came from 34 feet away. Most athletes wouldn't consider attempting that. Clark released it like a layup. Perfect swish. The following shot measured 31 feet. Identical outcome. The final shot also measured 31 feet away. At this stage, Liberty defenders were simply watching in disbelief.
Rebound.
And Cunningham is
Caitlin
down
from the
behind
logo.
play.
Oh my God!
But they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from three. And Cunningham
Logo.
just now getting up as she stayed down near the free throw line on the other end.
Oh! Okay,
Just
why
coming
did
back.
Oh my
he take that?
gosh.
An ankle
Oh
injury, and
my
then
god,
Johannes
and of course
Berry.
Marine Johannes
Two
countered
players
it.
not
Three.
Not the logo. But this is why I
Caitlin
love
from the
the
logo again! We got a shootout! We got a shootout!
Oh my
Again!
god!
Fourth
No,
they go.
no!
The Gainbridge Fieldhouse audience went completely wild as every shot swished through perfectly. Supporters were leaping from their chairs. The volume was deafening. You could sense the electricity growing with each basket Clark sank. The building was vibrating with enthusiasm. 9 points across 38 seconds. That's not simply quick scoring. That's redefining professional basketball possibilities. Consider that briefly. Most athletes celebrate scoring 9 points throughout an entire period. Clark accomplished it in under 60 seconds. She established herself as the first athlete in WNBA history to reach this specific milestone. Even Breanna Stewart found herself grinning, because what she witnessed was absolute basketball perfection. Stewart ranks among the planet's elite players. She's experienced everything basketball offers. Yet even she needed to recognize what Clark was accomplishing. This represented basketball at its peak.
To get it inside to Mitchell. Those two have such a great connection.
Rebound, battled for. Clark comes away with it. Caitlin, outlet to Aaliyah, in stride, right post, then she fakes it in. It's a dime from CC to AB. And that does it for a scintillating first 20 minutes at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's the Fever 53 and the Liberty 50.
Liberty requested a timeout, but the damage was done. Clark had already damaged their psychological edge. Their body language revealed it clearly. The self-assurance they developed through 9 consecutive victories was beginning to fracture. They entered expecting another comfortable win. Instead, they watched Clark make history. This wasn't fortune or temporary momentum. This was a superstar declaring her comeback in the most powerful manner imaginable. Liberty held an 11-point advantage in the opening period. Following Clark's 38-second eruption, the score was level at 24. She'd independently eliminated their complete lead and totally reversed the momentum. Here's the truly remarkable part. Clark didn't simply perform well, she made history. Before intermission, Clark had already accumulated 25 points, her highest first half total ever. This wasn't merely hot shooting. This was Clark declaring that her 5-game break from the quad injury was definitely finished.
I don't know if you guys have seen or heard, but Caitlin Clark is in fact back. Caitlin Clark!
Then steps back with the 3 over Breanna Stewart.
But the record-breaking was only beginning, and every period delivered fresh achievements. Clark connected on 7 3-point shots throughout the contest, a personal best that had Liberty defenders desperately searching for solutions. Whenever they believed they'd decoded her game, she'd launch from another unreasonable range and nail another basket. The Liberty coaching team continuously requested breaks, but nothing could stop her momentum. Then arrived the sequence that elevated her beyond WNBA icon Candace Parker. Clark concluded with 30 points, 8 boards, and 9 assists. This marked her third professional game, reaching 30 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists. Parker, a double MVP winner and 7-time All-Star, only achieved this twice during her opening 2 seasons. Clark just surpassed one of basketball's greatest talents. She became the 4th quickest athlete in WNBA history to accumulate 850 career points, accomplishing it in merely 45 contests. Cynthia Cooper-Dyke required 38 contests. Simone Augustus completed it in 39 contests. That's the caliber Clark now matches the absolute premier scorers throughout league history.
The New York Liberty came out and threw the first punch in this quarter. For the Liberty to make this a single-digit game has been impressive here.
I think the way we responded when they went on that run in the third quarter, like we had to figure out how to play through it and go on a run of our own. And in the past, that's kind of where we would crumble. That's exactly where we crumbled. But today we really stuck together. We went on our own run.
Missile trying to blow by. Everybody does and gets the foul.
Bounce pass, right wing hole, wide open 3. Of course! Clark to hole, open lane, and she scores off the glass.
Caitlin challenged Sabally and won it.
The blend of 30 points, 8 boards, 9 assists, and 7 3-pointers made her the sole athlete in WNBA history to post this precise statistical combination. Nobody has ever recorded these figures in one contest. Not Sue Bird, not Diana Taurasi, not Maya Moore, nobody. Clark became the inaugural person to achieve this statistical mix. She climbed to second position for most contests with 50-plus points scored or created with 9 such performances in just 45 contests. Diana Taurasi tops this list with 10 performances, but required 565 contests to reach it. Clark is accomplishing it at a rate that's absolutely remarkable. She's positioned to surpass Taurasi's record before this season concludes.
Clark nails it. A 17-0 run. Caitlin Clark now with 7 threes on the afternoon.
I thought Sid was fantastic today. She makes 2 huge threes for us in the second half. Soph was fantastic.
Final score, Fever 102, Liberty 88. And Caitlin Clark's return. Indiana fans, elated and amazed. The Fever are the first team to defeat the Liberty in 2025.
Clark currently owns the record for most 30-point, 5-board, 5-assist performances during an athlete's opening 2 seasons, overtaking Candace Parker. This wasn't simply an excellent showing against the title defenders. This was Clark establishing her position among history's finest in unprecedented time. She's reshaping what's achievable for a young athlete in this league. But here's what elevated this victory to something truly extraordinary. It wasn't solely the Caitlin Clark exhibition. While Clark was making history, her squad was delivering career-defining performances themselves. The question remained whether the supporting players could mirror Clark's intensity and precision. They responded to that question in the most ideal way imaginable. Lexi Hull delivered with career bests throughout every statistical measure. Points, boards, assists, steals, and shooting accuracy. Hull has been silently experiencing her finest season. She tops the entire league in three-point accuracy while establishing personal records in every significant category. Her shooting from distance creates opportunities for Clark and unlocks the entire offensive system. When Hull heats up from three-point territory, the Fever become impossible to contain.
Found Boston perfectly. Boston being very physical with Sabali. Count it. Fake left, drive right, make it all look so easy. Blocked by Boston.
Aaliyah Boston became the sole center throughout the league, averaging 4.1 assists per contest, demonstrating her exceptional playmaking capabilities. Boston isn't merely a conventional center who scores inside. She can distribute the ball like a floor general. She recognizes plays forming before they materialize. Her capability to facilitate from the center spot makes the Fever's offensive system completely unique from every other squad in the league.
It is shocking to see Kennedy Burke miss 1 3 this season. She's leading the league at over 60%, but to see her miss a couple. Count it!
As Mitchell celebrates from the floor.
Mitchell is simply such a great cutter, and this time going again from the right side to the middle of the floor. Colson head up, finds her, drops the pass. What a tough finish as well.
Kelsey Mitchell contributed 22 points with critical shots that prevented the Liberty from mounting any recovery efforts. Mitchell delivered important baskets in the final period when the Liberty attempted their push. Whenever New York reduced the deficit, Mitchell would respond with a three-pointer or a penetrating score. Her offensive capability relieves pressure from Clark and provides the Fever multiple attacking options.
Wilson playing point with Caitlin now on the bench. Backdoor feed. Mitchell, score it, and one!
Erica Wheeler provided essential backup off the bench with 10 points and 6 assists. She entered during critical sequences and never appeared overwhelmed. Her consistent performance maintained the energy when the starting lineup needed rest. Wheeler's impact demonstrates how much depth this Fever squad genuinely possesses.
Good
job. No, that we get.
Good job. Squad needed it. Played Fever way. I love it. More of them.
The ball distribution was sharp, the defense was overwhelming, and every athlete understood precisely what their assignment was. The Fever compelled the Liberty to compete at their tempo. They disrupted New York's pick-and-roll attack with intelligent, defensive modifications. They eliminated the advantages that the Liberty typically exploit. This was the formula for championship basketball. Stars performing like stars, while supporting players enhance their performances. Christy Sides emphasized the significance of the squad's toughness, declaring, "This group, they remain united. They uplift each other. They derive power from one another." This team-focused approach established a winning strategy that was completely visible. When everyone operates at peak performance like this, the Fever evolved from a solid squad into a title challenger. The chemistry was evident. The precision was flawless. The self-belief was sky-high. This wasn't merely a victory. This was the Fever demonstrating to the entire WNBA that they've discovered the championship strategy. Clark shattering 8 records while her squad reached career peaks generated something extraordinary. The Liberty's flawless season has ended, but more significantly, the Fever just demonstrated they can defeat anyone when they execute their style of basketball. With Clark making history, and her squad achieving new pinnacles, the 2025 season just became significantly more captivating. The Fever advanced to 5 wins and 5 defeats and captured first position in the Eastern Conference rankings for the Commissioner's Cup. When this squad operates at maximum capacity, they're title challengers. If Caitlyn's comeback has you excited, drop CC Record Breaker in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and activate all notifications so you never miss anything. Click the video displayed, and we'll catch you in the next one.